You have to feel good for the simple reason that feeling good is natural to you, not to try to make things happen. And that's what goes squirrely in those of you who come from the action-oriented world into this world of creating through the focus of your thoughts and creating through the feeling of the emotions in your solar plexus. In other words, so often you come to this work and you apply the same things that don't work so well for you in your action-oriented world to this. For example, you say things like, okay, I'll do that. I will work to feel good. I'll pay the price of feeling good, Abraham, if it will get me that. Well, there's the rub. Because in the doing it to get that, which I don't have, now I'm introducing resistance into my own equation. Do you feel what we're talking about?
Yeah.
But when you want to feel good because you want to feel good, every single thing you want, pile of money, beautiful relationships, circumstance and events, everything that you want is because you think you will feel better in the having of it. But you've got to turn it around. You got to feel better because you want to feel better, because you want to feel better, because you want to feel better. You cannot have the ulterior motive of needing to fill this void with that, because that motive of needing to fill this void will keep this void alive and active forever. You see. Did you hear that?
Yes.
We are shouting. You can feel you don't need all of that to happen in order to feel good. That's why it can be unconditional. That's why we're so good at it. There are no conditions for us to resist. We are unconditional. We know what you want is done. We don't need the manifestation to be there. The condition is irrelevant to us. That's why we're able to stay in the high vibration. You got to find out a way to do that too, you see. You got to talk yourself in to feeling good unconditionally. Did you get the job? No. Why are you smiling? I just feel good. but why do you feel good? You didn't get the job. Well, what's that got to do anything? I just feel good. Did you win the lottery? No. Well, you look like you won the lottery. What's the matter with you? Why are you so happy? Because I just feel good. Why do you feel good? Because I want to feel good. Because I'm not thinking thoughts that keep me from feeling good. You're starting to make me not feel so good. I think I'll go somewhere else, but unconditional. I feel good because it's natural for me to feel good. It's natural for me to feel good. It's natural for me to feel good. And so, why do you want to feel good? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Why do you want to feel good? Because it feels good to feel good. Oh, I thought you were feeling good in order to make something happen. Feeling good is making something happen. Feeling good is the manifestation that I'm really looking for. Feeling good is the reason that I'm doing everything that I want, everything. Feeling good is the ultimate manifestation. It's what it's all about. And I can feel good unconditionally. Well, how do you feel good unconditionally? By focusing upon something that's easy to feel good about. Well, isn't that a condition? By finding the feeling in something that feels good. Well, isn't that a condition? Well, I thought about money and I didn't feel good, and I thought about dancing and I felt better. That is sort of conditional, but I found something that I already had momentum going. I found something where I already felt good, where I didn't need a change in conditions to continue to feel good. I know, okay, so we're on to something here, aren't we? So you're standing, always reaching for more. But in the reaching for more, if you could just be satisfied with what is, the more must come. But if you're dissatisfied with what is, then the more can't come. So it's through appreciation of what is, by finding anything and everything that you can find to feel good about right now. And it is our promise to you, it will get better and better and better. Esther went right back to the basics. She took her notebook, believed us, took us at her words, and sat for an hour one morning and just wrote the word fun. 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 And she couldn't write the word fun long before she started to receive images and thoughts and ideas, suggestions of what is fun. So she's writing fun, and she's thinking about the trip down the river. It was really fun. And then she's thinking about fun, and she's thinking about the treasure hunt with the grandkids. And then she's thinking about fun, and she's thinking about friends on the cruise who are so fun. She's thinking about fun, and then images of really fun people came into her mind. She's thinking about fun. In other words, she couldn't just stay on the singular word fun. It began filling in with things that are fun. Law of attraction works that way. And so she began just feeling fun. She just began feeling fun. Then she began writing the word lighthearted. Then she began writing the word clarity. Clarity was a big breakthrough for her, because when she began writing the word clarity and she realized how clear she was feeling, how good it feels to be clear-minded, how good it feels to have clarity about things. Someone asks you a question and you're in a state of clarity. It's easy to offer the answer. In other words, when you focus in a way that you're not introducing clutter in this moment, it clears out. It just does. And as you do it the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day, these are not the best words, but maybe they fit right here well for you. You clean up your point of attraction. You just clean it up a little bit at a time until you stand in this place of being blessed. You just stand in this place where you expect good things to happen to you. And then everywhere you go, people treat you nice. Everywhere you go, things turn out the way you want them to. It's just everything happens nice for you. And then eventually, usually, sometimes you'll meet up with somebody, usually somebody you know, usually someone who knows you, who feels jealous of how well your life is going when their life is not going so well. And then they will say to you, as they say to Esther, well, it's because you had money that happened. And Esther said, that did help. That helped a lot. That helped a lot. But the money came in the same way that comes. In other words, it all comes in the same way. And then that person who said that just blocked the flow from themselves. They stopped all the well-being that was on its way to them that day by making that statement, by making that comparative statement, by saying, you get this for this reason and I don't have that reason. You've got a condition in your life that allows that good to come to you, but that condition is not in my life. Therefore, I do not believe that will come to me, so it cannot. You see how it works? You got to figure out how to make things unconditional. What condition did you provide that made the sun come up this morning? What price did you pay, and what condition did you orchestrate? How did you make that happen? Did you make it happen? Did it happen? Was it of benefit to you? It was of benefit to you, and yet you didn't make it happen. The Earth spinning in its orbit in perfect proximity. What are you doing about that? What are you doing about that? Are you on the team that keeps that happening? Must be a lot of action that you're all providing in order to keep this Earth spinning in its orbit in perfect proximity to other planets. Does it benefit you? Yeah. The water moves around this planet in such an incredibly efficient way. You have anything to do with that? You the rainmaker? Or are you the recipient of so much well-being? The constant recipient of well-being. And it's not just that big stuff that feels general to you. It's the specific stuff. Every single thing that you have ever lived and perceived and preferred is known by source and orchestrated on your behalf. Are you letting it in? Or are you focused upon existing conditions that are keeping you from letting it in? So, if you can stop facing reality so much, stop cataloging it and pigeonholing it and comparing it and talking about it with others, stop using it. Do you think that you use the conditions of your world to warm yourself up or cool yourself down? Pay attention to that over the next few days. Are the things you say, are you ferreting out conditions, the conditions of your world, in order to support, better word, to explain, better word, to describe, to amplify, best word. Are you using the things that you are observing around you to emphasize your blessedness or your deprivedness? Pay attention to that. Are you explaining why it's hard or how hard it is? Are you explaining why it's good and how good it is? Just pay attention to that and start telling it as you want it to be. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed, you want to say. Somebody out there must really love me. this happened, and this happened, and this idea came. That person gave me the most wonderful, warm smile. This person treated me just especially nice. These ideas are flowing to me. This was easy for me to do. This thing that I usually don't like to do was sort of fun. And this thing that before felt complicated felt clear and easy. Nice people are around me. I can feel that the way I feel is affecting those around me. I don't need support from other individuals, other people. I have huge support from the universe at large. I've been looking for love in all the wrong places. I'm finding it within. My point of attraction is easy to accomplish now that I'm on the trail of it. A lot of people don't get it. And I've been over-explaining for a long time, trying to get people to understand my point of view so that they would get me. There it is. So that they would get me. I need to be understood. And they don't understand, so I have to explain. And since so many humans think that there's this big pie that's being split up, and that if you get a piece they won't, then most of them are not advocating for your well-being the way would benefit them. And you, in many cases, are not advocating for their well-being in the way that would benefit you. But when you get it, do you? That the abundance is huge, and that it's flowing to all of you, and that you can't possibly deprive anyone else by your abundance. So you stop trying to explain it by putting yourself down, and instead you begin explaining it by acknowledging your value. Yeah, things are going good for me. Things are going really good for me. Things always go well for me. Esther has a placard on her dashboard. She had them printed. If you ask her nice, she'll send you one. She'll send one to all of you. And it says, things are always working out for me. Not, things are sometimes working out for me. Not, under these conditions, things are always working out for me. You can't read it when you look at it. You have to put it on your dashboard or on a mirror, and then it reflects back to you. So that when you're driving, you can see it. At all times, things are always working out for me. Things are always working out for me. At first, the printer got it wrong. The printer wrote, things always work out for me. Not quite right. Things are always working out for me right now. They are right now. Things are always working out for me. Things are always working out for me. Am I letting it in? That's the question. But things are always working out for me. Am I letting it in? That's the question. But things are always working out for me. It's been a really good conversation. Really good conversation. Good time for a segment of refreshment.